This was a documentary that has come out more recently. It's been out for a little while, few weeks, I think, a month at most, not very long. But I was very interested in it because, again, I have watched and listened and read on all of these subjects for so long, man. I was aware for a long time about this story of um, uh, what is it, Varginha, the city of Varginha, when in Brazil, when they had a crash landing, supposed crash of a UFO in the city of Varginha in Brazil, and then followed up. I mean, and there's no footage of this, but we have a lot of kind of, how would you say, connective tissue in this story, right? Where you get the crash going on, Ronnie. Then we get witnesses, and I'd heard about this, but this was a documentary that had more recently come out by a guy named James Fox. And yes, when I saw his name, I go, Jamie Foxx is doing.
Oh my god.
All right, just a little joke in there. But yeah, but he put out this documentary about this thing, so we get a lot of connective storylines here, even though there's not footage. They say that the thing had crashed. Someone witnessed it. A guy, several people witnessed it falling out of the sky. Guy comes up to the crash site, sees the crash site, smells a repulsive smell that smells like sulfur or bad eggs. And then we get the military coming, telling him to kick rocks, get out of there. Then the military's there, other people, multiple, like literally tens of people in the city saying, yeah, well, the military tried, like, I never seen a UFO, even the guys that didn't see that, but the whole city saw the streets, all of its small town, swarming with military.
They even set up attractions and everything after the fact.
After the fact, so it's well known by the city, Yeah, it's. Then we get the girls say they see the creature, three sisters walking home. Then we get a military official that is one of the many that came out there that supposedly is the person that touched and grabbed to capture the creature. He dies literally like weeks after. Like literally, and a young, healthy man, very young, dies weeks after that. It's very, very strange stuff. Yeah. And a lot of these different stories that corroborate each other. We get the military officials talking here. We get doctors at multiple different hospitals saying, yes, they tried to bring this thing in a bag and have us x-ray it. It smelled like sulfur and eggs, all that good stuff. So, I made Ronnie watch this documentary so that we could
took a lot of persuasion.
That's it, so that we could talk about this stuff. I do think that it's worth talking about, and yeah. So, what did you think about this whole thing, Ronnie? What is your, don't give your whole takeaway on the debunk of it, but first, just kind of warm us up here. What did you think about this documentary?
I thought it was very entertaining, but also interesting. Seeing the gentleman that revisited the crash site after saying that he had been there when it went down and everything.
Crying. And
he was crying, and he was very emotional about it, which, I mean, that is kind of hard to be that panicky and emotional on cue. There is that. The girls, I mean, people can make up a lot of things and talk.
They can.
And get together and talk about it and that kind of stuff, but...
Yes. What about the doctors?
In what sense?
The doctors that said that the military brought something there in a bag or a box and made them X-ray, and that they were standing around the whole time with guns, didn't let them look at the X-ray.
Well, the only thing I really think on that, I mean, it is weird, but then again, I don't know military practices over in that part of the country, so it very well could be that it is for more not privacy, security risks. They don't want to delve any information on the actual person and who they were or what they were related to in the military or anything like that. So they keep them bagged so there's no identifiable faces, and then they take the...
Is that really something they do?
It's a strong possibility, but I'm not 100% sure. So because, again, I don't know the practices in Brazilian military.
Yeah. Well, you were in the Brazilian military, were
you
not?
Yeah, as an American, totally.
Well, listen... Yeah, sometimes they need a specialist in there, Ronnie. We don't know. All right. Well, as my phone goes off, I actually whipped my phone out because one of the things that I find the most interesting about this story is the flight path, right? When they kind of have the alien creature and they go from place to place with it. Let me play a clip if I can find it. Now, I think that this is it. So, and we want to pay attention to where this alien went to. Oh, so wait, was that it? Let's see if that, I forget if this was, all right, so where does it fly to? Okay, so it goes to Campinas. Let's see. Let's see, Ron. Are you staying with me here?
I'm trying.
Okay.
Then Humanitas, then Eza, then Campinas.
Okay, so Humanitas, then Eza, and then what, Ronnie?
I cannot hear that.
Humanitas, Eza, and Campinas.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what I find really this will be interesting here. Let's see one more time. I think this is a good clip right here. Wait. That wasn't it. That wasn't it at all, Ronnie. Okay.
If you say Campinas again on this podcast, it might get us shut down.
No, listen. I just listen. I don't speak Portuguese, but I just think like. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't get this thing off onto the one I wanted to play. Somebody's asking about where it went. Oh, here it is. Okay, this is where he's asked about the government. Where does the thing fly to? Okay, here we go. We're going to play this one now. Let's see.
Know anything about this case?
Oh.
Boy, we're trying to see, folks.
One more time for the crowd. So it goes to Humanitas and then Eza. And then where does it end up, Ronnie?
Yeah, probably like Campinas.
Campinas.
Okay, so yeah. All right, listen, that was a long-winded.
That was about 2 minutes of the word Campinas. Are you happy?
Well, I
think this really solved a lot in the alien community.
I don't speak Portuguese or anything, but I just think that
He loves that word.
Well, listen, if it goes off from Campinas and flies into the
Humanitas?
No. It's after Humanitas when it goes from Campinas to Virgin.
Okay.
Campinas, Virgin.
In Humanitas. Who knows?
So a Campinas into a Virgin. All right. That's
I'm so glad we spent 3
yeah. No, but all right, let's get serious again. I just thought that was great. By the way, I did lose a goddamn clip here. We still made that work a little bit, I think, but I lost the clip at the end where the guy fucking says it 5 times in one sentence, and that would have been brilliant to play on.
Would have been great.
I want credit anyway.
I
want credit for it anyway, even though I lost that video clip.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, no. So I think that it is fascinating. Because of all of the different eyewitness testimonies. There's a lot of them. And none of them contradict the other ones. They all say the same smell. Those girls, that guy that's in the military that said he drove it in the truck, the doctor that took they don't know each other. Everyone describes a rotten eggs, strong sulfur smell in their nose that they can't get rid of.
I can't remember if the family that didn't want to be shown on camera or anything said the same things, but even what they were saying still was so similar to everyone else that the entire town would have had to get together and corroborate